On Sunday, history was made at the 2024 Euros. Spain defeated England 2-1 and became the first country to win 4 European championships. Let's break the final down between Spain and England. And also, we will recap this tournament and look a little bit ahead. We're going to do it with Glenn Crooks. He's a play-by-play analyst on the NYCFC network. Joining me, Glenn, long time no see. How you doing, man?
Dexter, what's happening? A great soccer day, Euros, then Copa. I mean, you got Major League Soccer, New York City in the midst of things leading into the Leagues Cup. Then you'll have that. And it really has been a cool summer of soccer so far.
Yeah, if you're a soccer lover, you have to love it this summer because there's been plenty for you to watch. I know I've been enjoying it. You've been enjoying it as well. And Glenn, in the Euro final, it was England versus Spain. We saw in the Women's World Cup final last year, just 11 months ago, those two nations faced off. And then the men's national teams, they face off here in the Euros. Spain, they played 7 matches at this year's Euros, and they never lost. They left little doubt that they were the best team in the competition. So how impressed were you with Spain's performance in this tournament?
Highly impressed. And if you compare it to the Women's World Cup, Spain was better than England in that match, and Spain was better than England in this match, and they were better than all comers in the tournament this year. 15 goals for, 4 against, and you mentioned they won all 7 of their matches. No team has ever done that in Europe. And they did it in Berlin today, where it was a crowd that Landon Donovan described it as 80-20 as far as the supporters in favor of England. So they really had the support behind them as well. And the thing about England is that in all their knockout games where they advanced, they trailed in those games and came back and won whatever way, whether it was through regulation or overtime or extra time or penalties. And but they came back to level the game today, which made it exciting. And it was Spain, though, that deservedly won the match.
Yeah, deservedly, and looked like the best team throughout the tournament, and they're able to get it after there was an equalizer there late in the contest, I believe in the 74th minute. Now, for England, you're right, it's back-to-back heartbreak for them. They lose in the Euro final for the 2nd straight tournament. And you know this, Glenn, they haven't won a major trophy as a nation in 58 years. Is England truly close to breaking through and getting that trophy, or do we need to see changes for the Three Lions going forward?
Well, I think changes, I don't think you need to do anything dramatic. And what's interesting is that Gareth Southgate, you know, the guy, he's been much maligned. He's got beer tossed on him. You know, a lot of the supporters don't like the way that he's operated, but back-to-back finals. But he was also involved in some of the advancements on the youth side. And we can't forget that England in 2017 and 18 won a U20 World Cup. They won a U17 World Cup with some of the players that are contributing now, like a Jude Bellingham and a Phil Foden. So I think developmentally, when you look at the youth levels and the youth national teams, they've done well. They've done well recently. And so I don't think you could discount them as you move forward. And as far as Gareth Southgate, I would imagine he's run its course in terms of his leadership, because it's just really unusual to have multiple cycles like he's had and stay with a program. So I would imagine England will move on from him, and he'll still stay involved with the federation and with development, which he should, because I think he was a part of the reason why some of these young men are contributing so heavily for England.
Yep, we'll see what happens with England moving forward, if they make changes there at the helm with their manager and Gareth Southgate. Now, with Spain's victory in this tournament, Glenn, and we saw them beat France, bouncing them in the Euros, who were the favorites coming into this tournament. Should Spain be now viewed as the best men's team in the world, and should they be the favorite heading into the 2026 World Cup?
Unquestionably. I mean, look at it. They beat Croatia, Italy, England, Germany, and France. Not necessarily in that order, because England was the match today. But those are the teams they beat out of the 7 wins in the Euros. So, and let's not forget, we talked about England's development. Well, they've got La Masia, and that's the Barcelona Academy. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, 2 of their really bright young stars. Pedri was injured in the quarterfinal and could not play the rest of the way, but certainly Lamine Yamal with a wonderful tournament, and he was named the best young player at the tournament, deservedly so. So you've got a developmental system there within the Barcelona Academy and others. I mean, it's Rodri, who was named the player of the tournament. He's out of Villarreal, their academy. So Spain is going to just keep getting better, in my mind. So if they've won the Euros, and it'd be nice to see how they would do against an Argentina or a Colombia or Uruguay, you know, as you move forward. Maybe they'll have that chance come 2026.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Should be exciting in 2026. Looks like Spain will be formidable for quite some time, but an exciting Euro final on Sunday with Spain knocking off England 2-1 to become the first four-time European champions. It's Glenn Crooks of the NYCFC Network joining me to talk about the Euros. Glenn, good to see you. We'll have to talk some more soccer soon, very soon. It's been too long. We'll have to do it again.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man.